Well, a large and enthusiastic crowd enjoying tonight's national anthem prior to the game between the Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. And welcome in, everyone. Along with Tom Grieve, I'm Steve Busby. Glad to have you with us this evening. And the crowd's going to be big. They're going to be loud. They already have been. And the Rangers are looking to make it 2 in a row over the Mariners. And tonight, they've got a guy right at the top of the order who has been hot all year long at home, but maybe no hotter than he has been on this homestand, and that's Ian Kinsler.
Yeah, you know, Buzz, we talk about it all the time, that the lineup depends on the top of the order getting on base for the big guys in the middle of the lineup, and Ian and Elvis have done that all season long. Ian is going to score 100 runs this year. He's had an excellent homestand. He's hitting .289, has a couple of doubles. The other thing he's done very well, he's hit Jason Vargas, the Seattle pitcher tonight, to the clip of .385. So hopefully the streak that he's in right now, the pitcher that he likes to hit against, and the ballpark he likes to hit in will work in his favor.
3 pretty good points right there, and it's all going for Ian, and it's all going for the Rangers, too. They won last night. They're trying to make it 2 in a row in the middle game of this 3-game set against the Seattle Mariners. Mike Napoli back in the lineup. He is behind the plate tonight, and young Jurickson Profar gets his first start in front of the home crowd at shortstop. Rangers and Mariners coming up next on TXA 21. Brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. By AT the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by TXU Energy. The right things right now. Call 866-CALL-TXU today. Now, cloudy skies, but not threatening as they were last night. No precipitation in the forecast. Nice crowd. Again, 43,000 plus on hand here tonight. And they are getting ready for the next to the last weekend of the regular season. here at home. And coming into play tonight, the Rangers maintaining their 3-game lead over the A's. The Athletics will host the Orioles again tonight, starting in about an hour. Angels underway in Kansas City, and they are trailing the Rangers by 7.5. And the Seattle Mariners pulling up the rear end of the American League West. They are 1 game away from being officially eliminated. And here's the Seattle Mariner lineup tonight. Dustin Ackley, the second baseman, leads off. Franklin Gutierrez gets the start. He's in center field. Kyle Seager bats third and plays third. The DH hitting cleanup is John Jaso. Michael Saunders is in left field. Justin Smoke, the former Ranger, bats sixth. He plays first base. Miguel Olivo is behind the plate, batting seventh. Eric Thames, a late substitution, playing right field, hitting eighth. And Brendan Ryan, the shortstop, bats ninth.
And on the mound for the Rangers, Scott Feldman. Scott's 6-11 on the season. He's pitched a lot better at home than he has on the road. His ERA is just around 4. 0-2, 630 in 3 games against Seattle this season. He had back-to-back starts at the end of May. 1 here, 1 in Seattle. The funny thing about those 2 starts, he walked 8 batters in 9 innings in those 2 starts. Yet, in 16 of his 19 starts, he's walked 1 or fewer. Go figure that one out. I don't think you'll see 5 walks in a game from Scott tonight like he did against the Mariners earlier in the season. He's had very good control. His last start was pretty good. 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs. He comes into the game having had a good start. Pitching in a game the Rangers need to win. Oakland's just not giving in, boy.
They are playing well. Oakland is 40-18 since the All-Star break, and they have just been extremely hot. And Ron Washington, you saw a picture a second ago, would love to see Scott Feldman get deep into this ball game. And Wash still playing with a little bit of limited availability in the back end of the bullpen tonight. Mike Adams not available. Robbie Ross not activated today. And of course, Koji Uehara has thrown 4 consecutive days, and Joe Nathan could use an extra day if they can possibly get it. So that's kind of on the shoulders of Scott Feldman as he goes to work here in the first inning to Dustin Ackley. Ackley, the second baseman, steps in hitting at .231 for the season. 11 home runs, 49 driven in. And Feldman's first pitch is a little bit outside for ball 1. Mariners several games over 500 since Ackley has been put into the leadoff spot. And here's a pitch to the inside corner to even the count. Mariners 46-37 in the 83 games that Ackley has started in that leadoff position. Breaking ball, and that settles in a bit low. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Eric Wedge sees his ball club coming into tonight at 7 games under 500. They are 69-76. It's fouled off to the left, and the count is even. Mariners have lost 2 in a row. They are 2-2 on this, what will be a 6-game road trip for them. Missed their last stop. They won 2 out of 3 in Toronto, and they lost last night here in the opener of this 3-game series. Chopper down to first base, hits slowly. Michael Young right at the bag, steps on first, and Ackley is retired.
Well, Ackley had a little bit of a problem with the cutter from Yu Darvish last night, and Scott got right in on his fists in the first at bat tonight. That was a good pitch for Scott. Got it in on the handle, just a little dribble to first base, so 1 up, 1 down. Get the leadoff guy, get off to a good start.
Ackley's got the handle of that bat broken in pretty good. Paul Schreiber calling the balls and strikes tonight. Mike Everett at first, Laz Diaz at second, and the crew chief, Tim Welke, is over at third. So 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Franklin Gutierrez. And a strike is thrown by Scott Feldman. A sinker at the bottom of the strike zone.
Nice sinker. That ball really dropped.
Gutierrez, you can see, at .268, only 3 home runs, 13 driven in. He has missed a lot of this year, again, due to injuries. Missed almost all of the last 2 years with injury problems. This year, his latest one has been a concussion that he got back in June. But against the Rangers, he has had some pretty good success. As you can see, .292, his career average in 60 ball games. 1-1 pitch. That's fouled back. Gutierrez looked to be the everyday center fielder a couple of years ago, 3 years ago to be exact, and had a great year for Seattle. And then all kinds of injuries beset him, and there was some concern that he might not be able to play at all again. But he's been able to battle his way through and come back. Line drive, left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Josh Hamilton, the center fielder, comes over to play it, and Gutierrez is aboard with the first hit of the night off of Scott Feldman. Not well struck, but hit in an empty place in the outfield. Mike Brumley, the first base coach, giving Gutierrez a few instructions over there. Stepping to the plate is Kyle Seager. See, Seager has been able to solve Scott Feldman pretty well. 3 for 5 in his career. He is the team leader with those 18 home runs and 81 RBI for the Mariners. Slowly hit ground ball out to second. Kinsler's only play is to first. Seager's retired. Gutierrez to second. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. And John Jaso coming up.
A good curveball from Scott. Got the little weak ground ball.
Yeah, you talked last night as Jaso's coming to the plate, Tom, about Jaso's patience, his selectivity at the plate. And we've already seen both Ackley and Seager kind of go after pitchers' pitches in the first time around. And that's something that they could probably learn a bit from John Jaso about.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Gutierrez the lead from second, and the first pitch to Jaso. Good breaking ball from Feldman. Scott got the opportunity last night to sit and watch Yu Darvish dazzle the Mariners late in his outing in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings with that breaking ball, and Scott Feldman utilizing that early in his outing. There's that cut fastball again, and Jaso fighting it off, pulling it foul. It's no balls and 2 strikes. You know, Scott Feldman looks to have pretty good stuff tonight. As far as you mentioned the sinker, Tom, the bottom really falling out of it. That cut fastball has gotten in on a couple of left-handers, and he's been able to throw the curveball over. So pretty good start for the 29-year-old right-hander. Napoli flashing the signs out. Now Jaso tired of waiting, so he backs out. Mike Napoli back in the lineup, back behind home plate after a 31-game absence with that strained left quad. Good to have the catching staff back at full strength now. 0-2 pitch. Down and in. The ball gets away from Napoli. He blocked it, but it went out in front of home plate. And Gutierrez, good anticipation at second, got a good break. So he will advance to third on the wild pitch. He's there with 2 outs and a count now on Jaso of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gutierrez with outstanding speed at third base. And with 2 outs now, Feldman goes back to the windup. The 1-2 pitch on the way. A little number foul down the first base side. And we'll try it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mariners 33-40 on the road this year. They had a pretty good road winning streak going on in the second half of the season, but Rangers took care of that last night. Again, the 1-2 pitch, and that's down and in. And Napoli doing a good job of blocking it, preventing Gutierrez from coming down that line.
I don't know how those 2 balls in the dirt kept from hitting Jaso. Looked like it both going to hit him right in the ankles, right in the knee somewhere.
Jaso waiting. Now Feldman into the wind, and the 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not, says Tim Welke. Umpire down at third.
That was that cut fastball. If he made contact with that, it might not have rolled to the pitcher's mound. He just got it a little too far in. Jaso starts his swing. And his body went. Let's see if the bat went. Yeah, it's close. Looked like he might have gotten the body to check the bat just in time.
3-2 pitch, and that's inside, ball 4. Well, Feldman, after getting ahead 0-2, not able to put Jaso away. He loses him on the free pass. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Michael Saunders coming up.
It looked like Scott, after he got the count to 0-2, tried to make a perfect pitch to Jaso instead of just a very good pitch. Pitched him very carefully.
Michael Saunders stepping in, as you can see, hitting .249. Hit his 15th home run of the year last night, 46 RBI, and Scott Feldman has handled him pretty well throughout his career, just 1 for 9. But that one was a home run. Gutierrez at third, Jaso at first, and the pitch to Saunders is shot foul. Well, we've seen a lot of short-armed swings from the left-handed hitters in this first inning, and by that I mean Feldman really running that ball inside. The guys are trying to pull their hands in to get the head of the bat through, and it's just not the normal swing you would see. Not very good extension on those swings. That's exactly what Feldman wants. Right-hander comes set. And the 0-1 pitch. Another chopper foul, and again Feldman in front of the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if Feldman can come back from this 0-2 count and put away Saunders. Saunders in 14 games. Pretty good success against the Rangers. Ron Washington. I'd like to see Feldman put this inning to an end right here. The 0-2 pitch. Pulled foul down the right side. Then we'll be back 5 or 6 rows into the seats. And we'll try it again at 0-2. And Feldman got away with a breaking ball that hung in the strike zone that time.
It was an off-speed pitch, even though it might have been a location-wise a pretty good pitch to hit. The change of speeds at least caused Saunders to be way out in front of it and pull it foul.
Feldman a check of the runners, and again the 0-2. Line to left field, that's a base hit. Gutierrez will score. Into second goes Jaso, and Saunders going the other way with an 0-2 pitch. Makes it 1-0 Seattle. Saunders driving in his 47th run of the year on that opposite field single.
Well, Scott's at a point where he really didn't want to be when the game started. This will be his 22nd pitch. Got Ackley quickly for the first out of the game.
Well, first and second now. Here's Justin Smoke. Switch hitting first baseman. He takes a breaking ball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Smoke, the former Ranger, really struggling since going to Seattle. A batting average standing at just 190. Jaso at second, Saunders at first. A run in with 2 outs here in the first inning. Check swing on the cutter. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Justin Smoke, of course, going over to Seattle 2010 in the deal that brought Cliff Lee to the Rangers. Smoke and tomorrow's starter for Seattle, Blake Bevan, the 2 principals in that. Weekly hit ground ball out to Kinsler. On to Young, that will do it. But the Mariners put together a couple of hits and a walk to score a run. They lead 2 after a half inning. It's the Mariners 1, the Rangers coming up on TXA 21. First inning. Now the Rangers come to bat, trying to get back into it with this lineup. Ian Kinsler, the second baseman, leads off. Elvis Andrus gets the start at DH tonight. Josh Hamilton is in center. Adrian Beltre batting cleanup, playing third base. The right fielder is Nelson Cruz. Michael Young at first base, bats sixth. Hitting seventh, the left fielder David Murphy. Mike Napoli, his first start in about 6 weeks behind the plate. And Jurickson Profar will play short and hit ninth.
Jason Vargas, good, solid number 3 starter. 14-10, 3.85 ERA. He hasn't missed a start this year. Going to go well over 200 innings pitched. He's got the 4th most innings right now. He's had 2 starts against the Rangers, 1-1. 4.73 is the ERA. Opponent's batting average only 244. He's given up 182 hits in 198 innings. He's not a hard thrower. Finesse pitcher. He's got a very good changeup, knows how to pitch, and generally pitches a good solid ball game every time out.
And Ian Kinsler looks at strike one from Vargas. Kinsler bringing in a 4-game hitting streak. We showed you in our pregame that Ian really having a good homestand and a good year at home, as a matter of fact. Also enjoyed hitting against Vargas and the Mariners. 385 against Vargas, and his 9 home runs for Kinsler against Seattle since the start of last year. Tied for the most with Mark Trumbo of the Angels. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Vargas, the 29-year-old left-hander out of Apple Valley, California. Kinsler loops one to right field, just about in his tracks. Eric Thames waits for it to come down, puts it away, and Kinsler with the fly ball to right field is the first out. Mariner defense behind Jason Vargas. Saunders in left, Gutierrez in center, and Thames in right field. Smoke at first, Ackley and Ryan up the middle, Kyle Seager at third base, Miguel Olivo, the veteran catcher, behind the plate, and Jason Vargas is on the hill. The one gone, and Elvis steps in. Elvis getting the partial night off, if you will, being the DH. First pitch to him is off speed and low for ball 1. Elvis, like his predecessor in the order, Ian Kinsler, bringing in a 4-game hitting streak. 1-0 pitch. That is high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Elvis last night, a big evening. As a matter of fact, a big 8th inning. And a double and a triple in that frame. Fouls the next pitch out of play to the right. Went 2 for 5 with those 2 extra base hits. Also drove in 3. That was his first game and to have multiple RBI since way back on August the 5th. 2-1 pitch. Chopper out to short. Ryan, the sure-handed shortstop, throws across the diamond. That's out number 2. A fly ball and a ground out. First 2 Rangers are retired, and Josh Hamilton will come to the plate. Josh, the major league leader with 42 home runs, 123 RBI. Got his 42nd last night. 3 of the 4 hits that he's had in his career against Vargas, as you can see, have left the ballpark. And Vargas throws a fastball at the knees on the inside corner. Oh, 1 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. This was last night, 3rd inning. Off Iwakuma. Iwakuma tried to sneak that fastball by Hamilton inside, and Josh said, nope, not there, not tonight. Another breaking ball, and this one drifts outside. Hamilton, a much better approach in the first 3 pitches tonight than he had early last night. He was kind of up there flailing early in the game. They're the leaders. Hamilton to left center field. That is tailing away from Gutierrez. It's down and to the wall. Josh to second will put the brakes on there, and Hamilton, a good job of hitting against Vargas in that at bat. Gets a 2-out double.
Well, he laid off a couple of pitches that were out of the strike zone. Took a strike on the first pitch, then got a good pitch to hit. Sliced it into the gap in left center field. Maybe he's trying to get that run back that Seattle got. Pitch on the inside part of the plate. Josh sliced it right between the outfielders. It sliced away from Gutierrez, who's a really good center fielder. If he has a chance, he will definitely run it down.
So Hamilton
have a chance at that one.
Yeah. Hamilton in scoring position for Adrian Beltre, who takes outside for ball one. One for 13 against Vargas is Adrian Beltre. Just has not been able to solve him. Former teammates with him. Hard hit ball to the right side. Nice stop by Ackley as he slides to grab it. On to first, and that will do it. So Beltre's opposite field bid comes up a bit short. The Rangers get a hit and strand one. On to the second we go. Seattle 1, Texas nothing on TXA 21. Thomas.
Hey, thanks, Buzz. Everybody out here enjoying the cool temperatures as the race for October heats up. We're in Community Corner to talk about pitching tonight. Earlier today, Coach Mike Maddox helped young baseball players learn about pitching. But by attending today, those young athletes helped the National Alopecia Areata Foundation. NAAF supports research to find a cure or treatment for the disease. It supports those with the disease and educates the public about it. You can find out more at www.naaf.org. Buzz?
All right, Joel, thank you. A lot of good work done today and always by members of the Rangers organization out in the community. Miguel Olivo starting things off for the Mariners. He took strike one, and now the breaking ball veers wide of the strike zone. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Olivo at .215 with the average, 10 home runs, 25 driven in. Wave and a miss on the slow ball. Big hook from Scott Feldman.
Olivo has been up 274 times. He's walked 4 times and struck out 74.
Already?
4 walks in 77 games.
Wow. 1-2 pitch just outside. And that evens the count. Napoli with the signs and Feldman with a 2-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat to left field. Murphy got a good read on it. David coming on makes the catch pretty easily. That is out number 1.
Now I have to think, just looking at his line, if you get 2 strikes on Oliva, you throw it anywhere near the strike zone, he's probably going to swing at it.
So one away, Eric Thames will step to the plate. Thames was not originally in the lineup as presented by Eric Wedge. Matter of fact, Wedge had 3 different lineups before finally settling on it. Originally, Casper Wells was going to get the start in right, but he was taken out at the last minute. Eric Thames is in there, and 236 the average for Thames.
I saw Thames with Toronto last couple of years. He looked like a potentially pretty good outfielder. Had a little pop in his bat, runs pretty well. Seattle made a trade for him during the season. Hasn't come together for him yet, but he has some potential.
One ball, 2 strikes the count. Feldman back to the plate. Got him swinging. Good fastball by Feldman. Good movement. And he gets his first strikeout of the night. So 2 gone. Brendan Ryan, the shortstop, coming up.
Both pitches he swung and missed at were essentially the same thing, up, outside part of the plate.
Well, Feldman now has retired the last 3 that he's faced. And Brendan Ryan hitting 193 at the plate. Takes a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Ryan very much noted for his defense. A very steady shortstop. Offense, not quite so much. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. He's decided he'd be a little more selective. Getting a chance to play every day has been the big thing for Ryan. Takes that pitch outside. Does have a good eye, and with the at-bats, he's able to get on base. Eric Wedge likes that from the bottom of the order. Turn it back over to the top. 2-1 pitch from Feldman. And it's 3-1.
We mentioned earlier that in 16 of 19 starts, Scott has walked 1 or fewer. He's already walked 1 today. He walked Jaso in the first inning.
And the count will go full now to Ryan. Well, if Ryan is able to extend the inning by getting aboard, it'll take the Mariners back to the top of the order for Dustin Ackley. 1-0 Seattle here in the early going. Feldman's payoff pitch. And that's chopped foul at home plate. Ryan, a 30-year-old from the LA area. Feldman back to it. Got him swinging. Good sinker down and in, and Feldman gets back-to-back strikeouts, a 1-2-3 second inning. After an inning and a half, it remains the Mariners 1, the Rangers 0 on TXA 21. thoughts on Wash's call to Mark McLemore at 469-209-2121. If you read your text in the postgame show tonight, you'll win a $50 sporting goods gift card from Metro PCS. That text number again, 469-209-2121. Second inning, Nelly Cruz starting things off, drives one to right field. That is deep into the corner, slicing, and fair. It's off the wall. Thames, a throw to second, sliding in with a first pitch double is Nelly Cruz.
Good job by Nelly. I love it when Nelly hits the ball to right field like that. Didn't really get it up in the air, but it looked like he might have had enough of it to sneak it right into the triangle right down the right field line. Not quite, but a good start to the second inning. It's a fastball away, and Nelly does just what you like to see a hitter do, hit that ball the other way. Let's see where it hits on the wall. About halfway up the wall. Almost got it into the little wedgie, as Norm Hitzges likes to call it. When Norm comes to the game, that's generally where he's sitting down there.
In the wedgie?
In the wedgie.
Good.
Yep, Norm's wedgie.
325, a short porch is very narrow, however. Goes out pretty quickly to 349. Michael Young takes a strike from Vargas. Cruz at second, nobody out. Rangers trailing 1-0 here in the second. A wave and a miss by Young. Tried to hit the ball the other way, and the off-speed pitch got to him. Michael has enjoyed good success against Jason Vargas. You can see 400 against the Mariner left-hander. Nelly Cruz extending his career high in doubles with that leadoff two-bagger here in the second inning. Vargas a long look back to him, and the pitch up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That double, by the way, for Cruz, 37th of the year. I'm going to look at the Mariner defense. Swung around to the right for Michael Young. 1-2 pitch, and Young fouls it off to the right. So Vargas, who gave up a 2-out double in the first, able to work around that by getting Adrian Beltre in a hard ground ball. Gives up the leadoff double here in the second. And Michael Young trying to at least advance Cruz to third base. Low and inside, and the count evens at 2-2. Young last night 1 for 2. He also had a couple of walks in that game, and that usually for Michael Young is a pretty good sign when he's taking walks. He's had a great homestand. Hit safely in all 4 games at .462. Vargas with a 2-2 pitch. Up the middle to right at the shortstop Ryan, who is shaded towards second base. He's able to capture that line shot. Cruz has to stay at second. 1 away. David Murphy coming up.
Vargas dropped a curveball over the plate. Michael hit it okay. Just didn't find a hole. Once you get to 2 strikes, you're still thinking hit the ball the other way to try to move the runner to third base. But the main thing is you have to put the ball in play. You don't have quite the same opportunity to 100% try to hit the ball to right field. You have to make some contact and hope you find a hole.
Now here's David Murphy. And normally you see Vargas out there having good success against left-handers, but he has had against Murphy, but not the David Murphy of this year. Murphy the best in the American League at .385 against left-handed pitching. That pitch off the outside corner. 2 balls and no strikes. Murphy 5 out of 15 in this homestand, the first 4 games. Went 2 for 4 with a double last night. 2-0 pitch, and that is a knee-high strike. Murphy, as you saw, 13 home runs, 54 RBI. Vargas wiping a little of that perspiration off as Nelly Cruz checks the infield alignment. See how far both the shortstop and second baseman are from him. The 2-1 pitch. Murphy, left center field. Gutierrez got a good read on it, so he cruises over there, makes the catch. Nelly back to second. He's there with 2 outs now, and Mike Napoli coming up. Nice round of applause for Mike Napoli. Good to see him back in the lineup. Just over a month of play, and now coming back in. Had 3 rehabilitation games down with AA Frisco. Now trying to get the Rangers on the board here in the second inning. A rip and a miss as Vargas pulled the string on him.
One of those rare nights, Buzz, where there's not 1 ounce of wind. Flags are straight down. Don't see that very often here.
Napoli takes a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Mike in his last rehab game last night went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. I'm kind of joking he probably got that out of his system, so that inside and hit him. Vargas trying to come in and tail the fastball back to the corner and got it too far in, and Napoli took it off the left arm.
Yeah, Nap doesn't give an inch right here. Down in the count, he'll take one. Give Jurickson a chance to not get a run right here. Vargas tried to get that fastball in again. He threw strike 2 on the inside corner for a called strike. Tried to do it again, but got it too far in. Bounced right off Mike's tattoo.
So 2 on with 2 out. Here's Jurickson Profar. This is the first opportunity we've had to see him hit as a right-hander at the big league level. The home run, and both of his RBIs have come as a left-handed batter. And he takes that pitch outside for ball 1.
Probably wasn't a bad idea. Vargas threw him a changeup on the first pitch. He probably figured he'd be up there looking for the first fastball to swing as hard as he could at it.
He might still be.
So he didn't want to give him a fastball to hit.
1-0 pitch to Profar. Chopper to third. Backing up, going the short way for the force is Kyle Seager. And that will do it. So the Rangers get a leadoff double, can't capitalize. They strand 2. On to the third we go. It's the Mariners 1, the Rangers nothing on TXA 21. Is brought to you by Sports City Toyota. Go to sportscitytoyota.com. We'll deliver anywhere in Texas. And by Whataburger. Proud to serve it hot and fresh 24 hours a day. family night at the ballpark. Great to see everyone out here tonight as Scott Feldman goes to work in the top of the third inning. Dustin Ackley up for his second at bat. He takes a breaking ball for strike one. Ackley grounded out weakly to Michael Young to start off the proceedings here tonight. Swings and drives one to right field. That ball's hit pretty well. Cruz going back. He's at the track. He leaps against the wall, and it is gone. Dustin Ackley going deep to right field, his 12th home run of the year, and the Mariners lead 2-0.
Scott, the first time, got the ball in on Ackley. Good cut fastball, little jam shot grounder to first. That one just didn't get in. Ackley had a pretty good swing at it. See if he's trying to do the same thing. Okay, he's trying to get it in, but it just spins. Never broke inside, stays near the middle of the plate. And there's the result.
And the Mariners now up 2-0. And Franklin Gutierrez is the hitter. Gutierrez a single to center field his first time, and he came around to score the first Mariner run. 2 balls, or I should say 1 ball and 1 strike. Now to Gutierrez. Mentioned Gutierrez out for 2 months with the concussion from late June to late August. Swing and a miss here, and it's 1-2. Also had been on the disabled list earlier in the year with a partial tear of his pectoral muscle on the right side. The 1-2 from Feldman. And the count is even. Ron Washington not seeing what he had hoped for in the early frames from Scott Feldman. That's holding these Mariners down. Gutierrez fouls it back. Still 2-2. Gutierrez, you might remember, began his career with Cleveland. Came up originally in 2005 and was with them through the 2008 season. In a trade, the Mariners got him in the offseason. That pitch low, and the count is full now.
Yeah, the other thing Scott's done, he's run his pitch count. This will be his 49th pitch with nobody out in the third inning.
Payoff pitch to Gutierrez. Ripped foul down the third base side, just past the Mariners dugout. And we'll come back and try it again. Gutierrez back in the box. Feldman reading the signs. Into the wind he goes, and again the 3-2. Base hit. No, it is not. Profar has it. Thought that was by him. Profar makes the throw, and kind of a tricky little hop that he had to play. And Gutierrez apparently got that ball off the end of the bat.
I thought the same thing. What happened to that ball? That was a little test for Profar right there because it had a lot of spin on it. It wasn't a simple hop to play. But he uses his right hand, his glove, his chest, blocks it, and you can see the strength of his arm when he made that throw over to first base.
No, one gone.
Hope he gets some chances tonight.
Yeah.
Go to his right, go to his left.
First pitch to Seager is a strike on the outside corner. Seager, a ground ball to Kinsler at second base, his first time up. Going the other way, that's going to fall for a base hit. Murphy over to play it near the line, and Seager's aboard with a 1-out single. Well, the Mariners now with 4 hits this evening, and they bunched them in 2 innings. They had 2 hits and a walk in the first inning for a run. Leadoff home run in the third, and then a 1-out single puts Seager aboard for John Jaso. Jaso drew that walk after Feldman had gotten ahead 0-2. And that immediately preceded the RBI single by Michael Saunders. 1 ball, no strikes. Jaso just about ready to turn 29. He'll be 29 on the 19th of the month. Down to the San Diego area. And Feldman will work a little bit on Seager at first base. Jaso originally drafted by Tampa Bay. Their 12th round pick in the 2003 draft. Feldman's 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, and that finds the outside corner. Jaso came over to Seattle. Josh Luque, the relief pitcher, went to Tampa Bay. Snap throw by Napoli to first, but back with a dive is Seager. Pitch was inside. The count goes to 2-1.
Seager's stolen 13 bases, so he's a threat to go. He's been thrown out 5 times.
Feldman really taking a long time to get the sign he wants. Now the right-hander's ready. 2-1 pitch, and that's inside and low. It's 3 balls and a strike. Remember 3 starts ago that talking about Scott Feldman's tempo and how much it had slowed down, and he's gotten back into that rut here tonight.
Yeah, he's just working really slow. It's not fun for the defense when you're working that slow.
Feldman ready to work. Seager on the run. The pitch is low. The throw is irrelevant. Ball 4. And none of the umpires made any kind of motion to let Profar and Seager know at second base.
Fans think the runner was safe at second base on the steal attempt.
But Jaso draws the second walk in as many times to the plate against Scott Feldman. Now runners at first and second with 1 out. And Michael Saunders is coming to the plate. Saunders, the RBI single in the first inning. Drove in his 47th run of the year. And Saunders with good speed is not an easy guy to double up. Didn't mean to do it. A check swing on a breaking ball, and the foul ball makes it 0-1. Just 5 double plays hit into and almost 100 chances. Couple reasons. Saunders runs well, as I mentioned, but he also doesn't hit an awful lot of ground balls, mainly a fly ball type hitter. Michael Saunders, the 11th round pick of the Mariners back in 2004. He's from Victoria, British Columbia. Didn't mean to swing at that either, and he's down in the count 0-2.
About one more mistake swing. He had a cutter on the outside corner for a base hit to drive in the first run.
Seager at second, Jaso at first. Establishing their leads as Feldman comes set. 0-2 is lined by Michael Young down the right field line. Around third, coming in to score is Seager. Jaso is being waved around. There will be no relay throw, and in standing at third is Michael Saunders. The Mariners lead 4-0.
Oh, he hit a cutter on the outside corner to left field for a base hit. That time up, it looked like Scott got the cutter in on the fists. But Saunders did a nice job of getting the head of the bat through and pulled it right down the line. Got it in there. Barely a strike. Not a bad pitch. Nice job of hitting right there by Saunders.
Second time that Scott Feldman has given up a hit on 0-2 to Saunders. You mentioned different locations. Mike Maddox out to have a talk with his right-hander. Well, the Mariners extending their lead now. It's 4-0. And the Rangers now with one out, and Saunders at third will bring the infield all the way in with Justin Smoke at the plate. Saw the left-hander Martin Perez loosening rather rapidly in the Ranger bullpen. And Smoke takes a breaking ball outside for ball one. Smoke rolled out to Ian Kinsler, his first time up there. Feldman's 1-0 pitch. And it's a ball and a strike. So Saunders with 3 RBI tonight. He's having quite a series here. First 2 games, a home run last night, and 2 for 2 tonight, a triple and a single, and he's knocked in 3. Looper to center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Saunders will jog down the line to score, and Justin Smoke has an RBI. It is 5-0 Seattle.
High fastball kind of blooped it into right center field. The walk has come around to score. Scott's walked 2 guys in 3 innings. That's something he very seldom does. But Seattle's putting the bat on the ball.
The Smoke at first now. Miguel Olivo is the hitter. And he fouls the first pitch out of play. It's 0-1. Olivo, a fly ball to left field, his first time to the plate. He is the 7th Mariner hitter to come to bat here in the 3rd inning, and there's still only 1 out. Feldman sets. Check at first. And the 0-1 is in the dirt. Scott Feldman really laboring here tonight. This is going to be his 26th pitch of the night coming up. I should say the inning coming up. This will be his 66th pitch of the night.
Thrown 66 pitches in 3 innings. There's only 1 out in the 3rd inning.
And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
He needs to get Olivo right here. Otherwise, Martin Perez will be in the game to face Eric Thames.
Smoke a modest lead at first. Feldman's 2-1. High breaking ball is popped foul back behind home plate, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Mariners 5 runs on 6 hits. There is the 21-year-old left-hander Martin Perez. Andy Hawkins, the Ranger bullpen coach, assistant pitching coach down there, keeping a very close eye on the youngster. Slowly hit to short. Profar on the run. Throws to first. Olivo is out. Down to second goes Smoke. There are 2 away, and Eric Thames coming up. Ron Washington talking with Mike Maddox, and kind of see the wheels turning. Is it time to go out and get him? Do I give him 1 more hitter? Hardest thing for a major league manager to do is handle the pitching staff.
Yeah, it's a tough call, too. It's early in the game. You don't want to use the whole bullpen. But you need to see some progress, too.
Yep.
Scott needs to get Thames right here.
Thames, a strikeout victim in the second inning. Up there with Smoke at second base, the 1-0 pitch. That ball is belted but pulled foul. Well, that almost reached the upper deck down the right field line.
I think a little guy could hit the ball that far. Of course, little guys today aren't little guys like they used to be.
Yeah, it used to be when
you're bigger than we are.
Yeah, it used to be when you said a little man hit it, the ball would just barely get out over the infield. But
he'd be about 5'7" and 140 pounds. Now he's 6'1", 195.
Chopper to the hole, diving for Kinsler, and he can't get it. Around third, here comes Smoke. The throw is not in time, and Smoke slides in safely, and the Mariners lead 6-0, and that's going to do it as Ron Washington has seen enough. The Thames with the RBI single. And he will be the last hitter that Scott Feldman faces tonight as Wash is on his way to the hill. He's already signaled that he wants the left-hander, Martin Perez, to come in. Well, not the kind of outing that Scott Feldman wanted or the Rangers needed. He leaves with the score 6-0, and Perez on his way in. We will take a timeout for this pitching break. Be back right after this on TXA 21. Wonder what went wrong as he gave up 6 runs. He still has responsibility for Eric Thames at first base in 2 2/3 innings. Scott gave up 7 hits, a couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts, and he'll be replaced by the 21-year-old left-hander Martin Perez.
Well, it's a good opportunity for Martin in Tampa Bay. He got a chance to come in and ended up pitching 5 innings in that game. Pitched pretty well too. He only gave up, I think it was 2 runs in that game. And got a chance to pitch a few innings tonight as well. In fact, he'll pitch as long as he's throwing the ball well tonight.
Well, I'm not so sure that 6 runs is enough to win this tonight, but we'll see. Brendan Ryan struck out in his only at bat tonight. He's up there with 2 outs, and Perez fires, and it's fouled off to the right. No balls and a strike. Perez came into ball game the other night against the Indians and faced 1 batter, ended up walking him. Breaking ball hit to right center field. Hamilton over to his left, and Josh runs it down. So Perez comes in and extinguishes the inning, but not before the Mariners come up with 5 runs And they had 5 hits in the inning. A stranded runner. We're going to the bottom of the third. 6-0 Mariners on TXA 21. Major League Baseball postseason on Fox and TBS. The excitement begins October the 5th with a wild card on TBS, and you can keep up with the entire postseason schedule at TexasRangers.com/postseason. Top of the Ranger order here in the bottom of the third inning. Jason Vargas now with a 6-0 lead with which to work, and he misses with the first pitch to Kinsler. It's ball 1. Ian, a fly ball to right field back in the first inning. Takes the pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Rangers in that comeback mode, a peck-away mode this time of the ball game.
Yeah, they got to start chipping away because Vargas is a good pitcher. He's not the kind of pitcher that generally is going to just completely shut you down. He's going to give up some runs, but he's the kind of guy that's going to go 6 or 7. If he does give up runs, it'll be somewhere around 3.
Kinsler doing a good job of checking his swing. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. And ball 4 is low.
Just what you wouldn't expect from a veteran pitcher.
The leadoff walk, and that almost always spells trouble. And Eric Wedge, probably not extremely thrilled to see that.
Well, Seattle scored 5 in the top of the third. No team in baseball has scored 5 runs in an inning, more than the Rangers have. So that's right up their alley.
Matter of fact, I saw a note the other day that no team had scored 5 more often. No team had scored 6 in an inning more often. And no team had scored 7 in an inning more often.
Well, let's go for 7 then.
Okay. Strike 1 to Elvis Andrus. Elvis, a ground ball to short back in the first inning. Brings that 4-game hitting streak in here and has Kinsler at first. Pretty good hole on the right side for Elvis to shoot for, should he decide to go that way. Vargas with the 0-1 pitch. And that's out of play down the right side. And the big crowd on hand here tonight. It looks like it might be even larger than last night. Last night there were over 45,000 on hand, and tonight looks even more packed.
Definitely looks like a sellout.
0-2 pitch. Changeup floats outside. A ball and 2 strikes to Andrus. Vargas about ready to throw his 40th pitch of the night. Left-hander comes set. and now steps off the pitching rubber. Vargas goes first base way this time to drive Kinsler back. Gary Pettis, Ranger first base coach, was explaining that Ian's been working on a few things with his lead and his jump at first. And we were talking last night, Tom, that a couple of stealing situations that Ian didn't look like he was completely comfortable with. Foul back to the screen. And Gary said, well, you know, new stuff is always hard to implement when you take it into a ball game. And he said Ian made, you know, he's still not quite where he's going to be in another week or so. And so that could be one of the reasons that Ian has not tried to steal many bases lately. Inside. Two balls and two strikes, the count. Got him swinging. Good pitch down and in from Vargas. Gets the strikeout. That's the first one the left-hander has rung up tonight. One away, Josh Hamilton coming up.
There's a hard slider down and in. Vargas will throw the hard slider. Below average fastball, actually, but he has some pretty good deception with it. He turns his back on the hitter, hides the ball really well. And then you combine 87-mile-an-hour fastball with a really good changeup, good assortment of off-speed pitches to go along with the changeup, and you've got a pretty solid major league pitcher.
Josh Hamilton leans on that breaking ball, takes it for ball one.
Vargas has given up 32 home runs, though. That's tied for third in the American League.
And Hamilton has hit 42. Fastball outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Vargas, a check of Kinsler at first. Ian's got a pretty good lead this time, and pitch on the way. It's outside, off speed, and it goes to 3-0. The Rangers here in the third inning, working Vargas a bit. Kinsler drew the leadoff walk on a 3-1 pitch. Eric Wedge has seen his left-hander, I'm not going to say falter, but just make things a little bit uncomfortable with a 6-0 lead. 3-0 pitch is a knee-high strike. Josh taking it all the way, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike now. Hamilton with the average at 287. That's outside, ball 4.
Give us a chance. One swing of the bat, you cut the lead in half.
Well, a pair of walks. Hamilton has been aboard both times he's faced Vargas tonight. And Adrian Beltre coming up as Miguel Olivo, veteran catcher, going out there to have a chat with his left-hander. Well, Vargas and Olivo very familiar with Adrian Beltre. Adrian, a Mariner for 5 years, and both those guys spent part of that time being teammates with Beltre. Adrian hit the ball hard his first time out. Tried to take the ball the other way, but a nice sliding stop by the second baseman Ackley got him for the final out of the first inning.
The Rangers have had men in scoring position every inning. A double with 2 outs in the first. A leadoff double by Nelly Cruz in the second. Then hit by pitch first and second. Couldn't get anyone into the second. A couple of men on here in the third trying to get somebody in.
Kinsler at second, Hamilton at first. Rangers tonight 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Now time called. Batting average leaders, Adrian Beltre right there among the top ones. And the pitch down and in. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Vargas has thrown 49 pitches, 25 strikes and 24 balls. not a very good ratio.
Rangers have done a pretty good job tonight laying off that changeup. That was a pitch that gave him fits from him before, I remember.
I have to think coming into the game, when you talk about the hitters as a group, what their game plan is, that's probably the game plan. Don't swing at the changeup down in the dirt. And they have done a good job of that.
Scott Coolbaugh, his first full year, really, of handling the hitters. 2-1 pitch, up and in. It's 3 balls and a strike to Beltre. And Eric Wedge, not much he can do. Just stand around there and watch and hope for better results from his left-hander Vargas. Kinsler at second, Hamilton at first. 1 out. And now the 3-1 pitch. Beltre takes. It's off speed on the outside corner. 3-2. So Vargas went with the straight changeup to Beltre. Pretty well located, too. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. That loads him up for Nelly Cruz.
Well, Vargas is pitching carefully to the Rangers. He knows what kind of hitters they are, but at the same time, he's pitching with a 6-run lead, and he's making it a little bit nerve-wracking for the pitching coach and for the manager. He's walked 3 batters in a game 7 or 8 times this year. He's never walked 4 batters in a game. He's walked 3 and 4 batters here in the 3rd inning.
Carl Willis out there to try and get his left-hander to refocus. Get the job done, and I'll also remind him that Cruz swung at the first pitch his first time up and drove the ball the other way, so you may want to do something besides throw a first pitch fastball. And the conference didn't take very long, and Nelly Cruz now coming to the plate. Ian Kinsler, the runner at third. He walked. Josh Hamilton walked. He's at second. Adrian Beltre walked. He's at first. They would love to all walk around if Cruz leaves the building. First pitch to him. Inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Now thrown 2 more balls than he has strikes. He's trying to make a good pitch. He's just missing.
And this is going to be his 24th pitch of the inning. Nelly helped him out by going after the changeup.
That was a borderline pitch. Nelly's looking for a fastball there, and he's trying to take 1 swing and drive in 4 runs.
4 grand slams in Nelson Cruz's career. Another changeup. It's 1-2.
He was helping him out. He got ahead in the count 1-0, and now he's swinging a couple of changeups out of the strike zone.
Defense for the Mariners, looking for the ground ball double play at all positions. The 1-2 pitch hit well to left field. That will score at least 1 run as Saunders makes the catch. Kinsler tags, trots down the line, crosses home plate, and Nelly Cruz with a sacrifice fly makes it a 6-1 Mariner lead.
If all they give up is 1 run after 3 walks, they'll be very happy. So you're counting on Michael Young to come through right here with 2 outs.
Now, Michael Young has had some big hits lately. This month of September has belonged in part to Michael Young. He's had RBIs in 9 of his last 14 games and totaled a dozen in those 9 games. He's got Hamilton at second, Beltre at first, 2 outs. And Vargas ready to go. First pitch, fastball, strike 1. Michael at 286 for the month. 0-1. And 0-2 is the changeup. Had Michael way out in front.
Yeah, basically what Vargas has done since he walked the bases loaded is just go to his changeup. Really wasn't locating his fastball, so he's gone to his changeup, and he's got the Rangers to swing at it.
That one's in the dirt. Michael able to check his swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michael, in his last 5 at-bats with runners in scoring position, has 4 hits. He'd like to make that 5 out of 6. Vargas okays the sign, a belt high set. Young, a swing and a miss, and he is gone. So the Rangers are held to 1 run after loading the bases on walks. They get a run on the sacrifice fly in strand 2. We're going to the 4th. Seattle 6, Texas 1 on TXA 21. Of the game is Trophy Nissan. Visit us at trophynissan.com. Now Martin Perez back to the hill. It's now a 5-run deficit for the Rangers, able to score a run on a sacrifice fly in the 3rd. Perez will now face the top of the order: Ackley, Gutierrez, and Seager. The first pitch to Ackley is chopped foul. It is strike 1.
Got a birthday wish for L.D. Heflin from Terrell, Texas. 88 years old today. Hope you're watching, L.D. 6-1 doesn't look good, but there's a long way to go. Hope you have a happy 88th today.
Ackley, a chop to the right side. Nice stop by Kinsler from his knees. He throws him out. Good play by Ian Kinsler, ranging far to his left.
And Ackley runs pretty well, so Ian doesn't have much time to spin around, get up to his knees, and make the throw, which he does perfectly.
Now 1 away. Here's Gutierrez, and he takes a strike. Gutierrez singled in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd inning. Perez the 0-1, and that's a bit low to even the count. Perez took over with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Retired Brendan Ryan to stop that frame, and now with some good defense behind him, has retired the first batter here in the 4th inning, and he's ahead of the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Gutierrez.
Pretty good changeup of his own right there from Martin.
Fastball tails outside to even the count. That was the pitch that Rangers had determined was probably his best off-speed pitch when he throws it well. His command wasn't quite as good, but he really worked on that a lot. Call strike 3. That fastball hit the outside corner, and Gutierrez caught looking.
Good pitch. It was all the way in the strike zone.
No, 2 away. Kyle Seager now, the left-handed hitting third baseman, will step in. Seager grounded out to second and then singled to left field. Came around to score one of the 5 runs for the Mariners in that third inning. Looks at strike one. But Seager now a 6-game hitting streak going. A ball and a strike. Most offensive categories has Seager at the top of that list for Mariner players. That curveball sailed over his head, and it's 2-1. Martin Perez trying to gather himself after having that hook slip out of his hand. The 2-1 pitch. Shot foul at home plate. And the count is even. Perez this year at Round Rock ended up going 7-6 in 21 starts. And an ERA of 4 1/4. The 2-2. And the count is full. Well, Seager trying to get aboard here with 2 outs. He's able to extend the inning. John Jaso, the designated hitter, is waiting in the on-deck circle. Now Perez having a little trouble getting together with Mike Napoli on the sign for the 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Got him swinging. Change up on 3-2, and Seager is gone. Back-to-back strikeouts. The Mariners gone in order. After 3.5, the Mariners 6, the Rangers 1 on TXA 21.
Way to spend tomorrow afternoon. You start with the game here. It's Seattle versus the Rangers getting at 2:05. But then right after the game, it's the Casey Donahue Band. They'll be playing on the field. You can listen to great Texas country music right there in your seat. Or for $10 more, you can watch it down on the field. There's still some limited tickets available. Give a call to 972-RANGERS or go to TexasRangers.com. Buzz?
Joel, thank you. And that should be a fun afternoon and evening out here at the ballpark tomorrow. But right now, first things first, Rangers need to get back into this ball game. David Murphy leading off the Ranger 4th inning, and he takes the pitch outside. He's ahead of the count now, 2-1. Murphy's got out to left center field, his first time to the plate. Jason Vargas, the left-hander, back to Murphy. And that pitch is a little bit low. It's 3-1.
Vargas throwing a lot of pitches of his own. Remember, he's throwing almost the same amount of strikes as he has balls. But he pitched out of the jam in the third. He went to his changeup and got the last 2 hitters of the inning.
Murphy shoots one to left field. That's playable for Michael Saunders toward the line and makes the grab. That's out number 1. Murphy trying to take it the other way. Didn't quite get it all centered up. And one away for Mike Napoli. And Baltimore an early lead in Oakland tonight. Playing in the top of the second out there. Oakland won that ball game last night 3-2. Napoli hit by a pitch from Vargas. First time he faced him, and he waves at the changeup with no success. It's 0-1. So Knapp, if you go back before the injury, 0 for his last 14 times to the plate. Lines this one off the glove of Ryan out into left field. Boy, that a top spin liner that Ryan could only try and play the short hop. He was lucky to pull that left arm back with the hand still attached.
That was a rope, boy. He's a good shortstop, but wouldn't have been shocked if he somehow came up with that ball.
Well, that is the 3rd hit of the night. Deeming that much too hot to handle. Steve Weller, the official scorer. Ryan did the smart thing, though, not trying to get over in front of it.
Yeah, that's always one I like to hear a Little League coach tell the Little Leaguers. Get in front of it on some of those fields they're playing on. Tell them to get out of the way of it.
Profar a rip and a miss at the first pitch from Vargas. Profar rounded into a fielder's choice in the second. Takes the next pitch low. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Profar playing the entire year at Double-A, named the first team shortstop, the minor league all-star team by Baseball America. High and away, and it's 2-1. In fact, he and Mike Olt were both on that team. Profar this year hit .281 with the Rough Riders. 14 home runs, 26 doubles. Rip and a miss. Tailing fastball from Vargas, and the count is 2-2. Profar in 126 games had 76 runs scored. He knocked in 62. Got him swinging. Change up from Vargas, who records his 3rd strikeout. Profar is gone. Now back to the top of the order for Ian Kinsler. Well, folks, you can follow the Rangers with the MLB.com at Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and a whole lot more. Just text @BAT to 31826 or visit TexasRangers.com for details. 2 outs. Napoli still at first. Here is Kinsler, who has walked and flied out. It's jammed on that first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Well, in Kansas City, Billy Butler has tied that ball game with the Angels. Bottom of the 9th inning, hit a 2-run home run. How about that? Royals coming back to tie up the Angels. He in a wave and a miss at the off-speed pitch.
Ernesto Frieri. I wonder if that home run reminded him of the one Nelly Cruz hit against him here. I think he's still shocked over that home run. Vargas in the 0-2. Fouled off.
And we'll try it again. Yeah, he was so shocked he gave up another one the next inning.
Yeah. That pretty much started their downfall that day.
Yeah.
Rangers won the next day, and they went into a free fall.
Vargas set a check of Napoli. The 0-2. And Kinsler takes that fastball off the plate inside. And Salvador Perez.
Wow.
Gives the Royals a 3-2 win over the Angels. Boy, the Angels leading 2-0 going into the bottom of the ninth and never finished the bottom of the ninth. Kinsler pops it up near the mound on the infield. Justin Smoke, the first baseman, going up the slope of the mound and makes the catch. Side retired, no runs a hit, one left. We're going to the fifth inning here in Arlington. It's the Mariners leading 6-1 on TXA 21. Brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. And Martin Perez back out to the hill as he gets ready to start the top of the fifth inning. He's retired all four that he has faced tonight. He leaves Scott Feldman, who worked the first 2 2/3. Feldman charged with 6 earned runs on 7 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. First pitch from Perez to John Jaso, the designated hitter. Breaking ball drops a bit low for ball 1. Jaso walked both times that he faced Feldman. Goes to left center field, and Murphy over to his left and in. Makes the grab for out number 1. Pretty good setup here for Martin Perez. A lot of left-handers in the lineup. There's another one coming to the plate now, and Michael Saunders. Saunders has been the big pain in the hind end as far as the Rangers are concerned tonight. He is 2 for 2, a single and a triple. He has driven in 3 runs tonight and scored 1. Perez nails down the outside corner. Martin to the wide. The 0-1 pitch and a breaking ball. Stays inside a bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, another breaking ball, and that's slammed off of Michael Saunders' front foot. He's going to walk around and see if he can walk that off a bit. That'll stop hurting sometime in November, probably. How do you deal with something like that as a hitter?
Just block it out, Buzz. Just like when you go out there with a sore elbow or a sore shoulder, You just block it out and throw the ball. Well, you line one off your foot like that, you just block it out of your mind. As they say, you deal with it.
You deal with it, huh?
Yep. This time of year, just about every player, just like in any sport, you're dealing with sore knees, sore shoulders, hitters, sore hands, sore fingers. Pitchers battling fatigue, trying to find that velocity that was there in the middle of the season.
Perez now going to 3-2 to Saunders.
The poor catcher, he's hurt from day one pretty much.
Payoff pitch got him swinging.
That's the same changeup he struck out Seager with. 3-2 pitch. Got Seager to end the 4th inning. Nice changeup to Michael Saunders. Now, sometimes you hear people say left-handers shouldn't throw changeups to left-hand hitters. I've never understood that. But here's a couple of examples why it's a great idea. If you have a good changeup, use it. Doesn't matter whether the guy's a left-hand hitter or there's a lot of left-hand hitters or low ball hitters like that. If you fool them with a change of speeds, it doesn't matter.
Now here's Justin Smoke, who turns around to hit from the right side against the left-hander Perez, and he takes low for ball 1.
3 out of the last 4 hitters have struck out. 6 up, 6 down for Martin.
That pitch had been low. 2-0 to Smoke. Smoke with the RBI single and a run scored in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 2. The batting average now 192. And ball 3 misses inside. Perez with the 3-0. Very high ball 4. For the 6th consecutive hitters streak is snapped. And 1 on with 2 outs for Miguel Olivo. Olivo 0 for 2 tonight. A fly ball to left and a ground ball to short. Perez a shoulder high set and misses high, and now Napoli going to go out and have a talk with the young left-hander. Martin Perez going through his work at AAA early in the year and really was inconsistent, and then they had that spot where the Rangers had to call someone up once the injuries started happening, and they chose Justin Grimm coming out of AA and bypassed Martin Perez, and Perez said very frankly that was kind of a wake-up call for him. It swung on a miss, and he kind of intensified his focus and his work ethic in line, and all of a sudden he was throwing shutouts and all kinds of good things were happening, and then he got the opportunity to come to the major leagues. And Ron Washington and Mike Maddox both were talking about how much more mature they thought Perez was than the guy they'd seen in spring training. Let's see out here, he's able to come back and get Olivo. The side retired to Walker left stranded. We're halfway through the ball game. It remains the Mariners 6, the Rangers 1 on TXA 21. AT trivia question. Rangers have 46 home wins this season as of this evening. What's the team record for the most home wins in a season? Ron Washington and his ball club having a terrific home year and road year for that matter. Best home record in the American League. Best road record tied with Baltimore. And for the last 25 days now, they've had the best record in the American League overall. But they've got their hands full here tonight. Trailing 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Elvis Andrus leading things off, showing bunt, and he takes strike one. Then you have the third baseman Kyle Seager coming down the line from third, along with Justin Smoke coming in from his first base position. Elvis, a ground ball to short and a strikeout. And he looks at a pitch low. 1 ball and 1 strike. That last pitch was the 80th of the night for Jason Vargas, excuse me. Again, Elvis showing bunt, and again, it is a strike. Kind of a questioning look back at Paul Schreiber, the home plate umpire.
Pitch is right down the middle of the plate. I don't think I hope he wasn't questioning whether that was a strike or not.
Now the 1-2. Tried the backdoor breaking ball, but somebody put the lock on it. Here's that final from Kansas City, and now Baltimore has scored another run. They'd have a 2-0 lead over Oakland. That ball game in the third inning. Sharply hit ground ball, diving stop. Ryan from his knees throws and gets him. What a tremendous play by Brendan Ryan.
I don't know how he got enough on the ball to get Elvis at first base. It was a beautiful dive and a catch. The throw was even better. Somehow he got enough on the throw and made it accurately from this position. Basically falling down toward left field. And got the call at first base. Beautiful play.
You won't see anything better than that from that spot. Wow. And just by that much.
Yep, they got him.
So 1 gone with that outstanding defensive play by Brendan Ryan. Josh Hamilton, who had been very patient his first 2 at-bats, wailed away at an off-speed pitch. It's 0-1. Hamilton, a double and a walk. And he lays off that breaking ball that's wide of the mark. Josh now hitting at .287 for the season. 2-1 the count.
Well, the Rangers only have 3 hits and 1 run, but it'd be tough to call Jason Vargas sharp tonight. Making the pitches he has to make, especially with his off-speed pitches to get the outs. Doesn't have much command with his fastball today. There's pretty good command with it, though.
Right at the knees on the outside corner. That evens things at 2-2 to Josh. Pretty tough to walk up there and place that any better. Got him swinging. Slow breaking ball that time at 74 miles an hour, and Hamilton has gone on strikes. 4 strikeouts now for Jason Vargas. 2 away for Adrian Beltre. Beltre has walked and been robbed of a hit by Dustin Ackley, the second baseman. Off speed, he takes that for a strike. Beltre at .318 with the average as he faces Vargas with the bases empty. And he pops this one up. Behind home plate, room for Olivo. And that will do it. So the Rangers, for the first time tonight, go down in 1-2-3 fashion. We have finished 5 at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. Mariners leading 6-1 on TXA 21. have 46 home wins this year. What's the record for the most home wins in a season? And the answer would be 52 wins, both last year and in 1978. Rangers have improved record-wise every year since Ron Washington took over. They're going to have to go a little bit to improve on 96 wins last year, but it's certainly a possibility. Eric Thames fouling off the first pitch, and the Ford leaderboard tonight. We'll show you the American League leaders in home wins. Actually, it's Major League leaders in home wins since 2010, and they're the Rangers right on top. 3 more than the Yankees. Oh, and 1 the count to Thames. He is singled and struck out.
They tried to get him with a changeup too.
Thames with his 23rd RBI of the year in the 3rd inning. And Perez misses wide. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And we were talking about last inning about both Mike Maddox and Ron Washington complimenting Martin Perez on the amount of maturity he seemed to have had. There's a swinging strike 3, and Perez gets his 4th strikeout. But they were both very, very pleased at his work ethic and how much it improved. Tonight's telecast of the FC Dallas Vancouver MLS match will be seen in its entirety at 11:30 p.m. tonight, or following the Rangers postgame show on DFW Sports Beat.
Beltre just threw that ball back to Perez about 95 miles an hour. Perez just caught it and looked at him.
Michael Young handles a little squibber off the bat of Brendan Ryan, takes it to the bag, and that is out number 2.
Meanwhile, so far, Perez is making a pretty nice statement in this ball game. The only base runner was a 4-pitch walk to Justin Smoke. He struck out 4 batters. He's had an effective fastball, a good changeup. He's had a decent curveball, and he struck out Thames on a slider. So once through the lineup, he's throwing the ball very well, and his pitch count for 3 innings is only 36.
And Dustin Ackley takes ball 1 from Martin Perez. Ackley, a leadoff home run in the 3rd inning, and that really opened the floodgates up against Scott Feldman, and Feldman just could not get out of that inning. He ended up giving 4 more runs to add to Ackley's home run before Perez came on to get the final out. 2-1 now, the count to Ackley. And Oakland coming back in the bottom of the 3rd now has made that a 2-1 game as the A's scored. 2-1 pitch that nails down the outside corner. It's 2-2.
Inside corner, outside corner.
Just the poise this young man has on the mound, it looks like he has a real good idea of what he wants to do, and he gets the strikeout there on a foul tip.
A good sinker.
5 strikeouts in the 11 hitters that he has faced. Now we are through 5.5. It remains the Mariners 6, the Rangers 1 on TXA 21. Sonic Slam Inning, brought to you by Sonic. Tonight's jackpot is worth $1,100 and dinner for two at Sonic Drive-In. Tonight, the Rangers are hitting for Jennifer King from Ovilla. And if a Ranger hits a grand slam this inning, Jennifer King from Ovilla will win $25,000. You can register at any participating Sonic restaurant. Jason Vargas back to the hill. He will face Nelson Cruz, Michael Young, and David Murphy. Rangers trailing 6-1. The first pitch to Cruz is low and inside for ball one. Cruz, a leadoff double in the second. And in the third inning, had a sacrifice fly, driving in his 83rd run of the year. 1-0 pitch is popped foul. That will reach the seats. Smoke over to take a cursory look, but it's well out of play. 1-1 the count. Vargas up over 90 pitches, 92 of them as he gets ready to throw number 93. This is inside.
He just hasn't been able to hit with his fastball. He's been effective, but he really would be effective, but he's missing with his fastball, especially the right-hand hitter is the one he's trying to throw in the inside corner.
That's up the middle, a base hit right by the glove of Jason Vargas, who looks at his glove like it had a hole in it. And before Michael Young steps in, let's go visit with Joel Thomas. Joel?
Hey, Buzz, I want to tell you about something you'll be seeing soon, a new public service campaign, and Michael Young's in it, along with Elvis Andrews, David Murphy. It's an anti-bullying campaign. They're going to be distributing these throughout schools in the area, and they're even going to have kids 14 and over take a anti-bullying pledge. They're asking those kids to go to texasrangers.com/stopbullying. Buzz?
All right, Joel, thank you.
That's a great cause.
Yep. Sure is, and boy, guys that are in positions, and they know it. Michael Young knows it. Nelly Cruz knows it. Everybody on the Ranger Ball Club, it seems like, understands the impact they can have putting out messages like that to youngsters around. They take that very seriously.
Yeah, the other thing is a lot of them have kids of their own.
Right.
They're going to are either in school or going to school. And they'll be concerned about that from their own perspective, too.
The Cruz at first, 2-0 the count to Michael Young. Young is lined out and struck out tonight. And he takes the fastball that tails to the outside corner. Look at the Mariner defense. Outfield shading well around to the right. Infield a double play depth and just about straight away as Young takes low and in. And the count moves to 3-1. The Cruz at first after the leadoff single. Last time Vargas got himself in a pickle, it was because of the base on balls. That was back in the third inning when he gave up the only run. He walked 3 in that inning. Walked the bases full, and Rangers only able to capitalize on Cruz's sacrifice fly. Now the 3-1 pitch coming. Young toward left center field. In a hurry is Saunders. He can't get there. He does knock it down and cut it off. They're going to hold Cruz at third, as into second with a double is Michael Young. And the Rangers coming back. 2 aboard, nobody out for David Murphy.
Fastball for Michael. He loves to hit a high fastball. Thought for just a second that Saunders might be closing on this ball, but fortunately it was too far away from him. He wanted to dive for it, but realized he had a bad angle on it. Wasn't going to be able to do it anyway. Well, nobody out, couple of men on. The Rangers wasted a pretty good opportunity in the third inning. Had the bases loaded, only could get 1 run. Needed a big hit, couldn't come up with it that inning. But thanks to Martin Perez, who has pretty much shut down Seattle, in fact has shut down Seattle for the last 3 innings, Rangers still have a chance to peck away and get back in this game. Got to pick these 2 up, though.
And Jason Vargas back in that third inning got awfully tough when he got runners in scoring position. Rangers tonight are 0 for 5. And the first pitch to Murphy is low for ball 1. Murph tonight has flied out twice to the left side. Once to left center and once to left. Vargas working from the stretch. Infield playing back. And Murphy pops it up. On the left side, this won't get the run home, as Seager, the third baseman, puts it away. And a very big out, number 1 for Jason Vargas. Now Mike Napoli will step in and see if he can do some damage. When Oakland busting out in the bottom of that third inning. They are now leading on Baltimore 5-2.
Boy, they've got some momentum going right now. I watched a lot of that game last night. Not a lot of it, but some of it. And they're selling out now in Oakland rather than having 9,000 to 11,000 people at that ballpark. They're getting sellouts, enthusiastic crowds, and a little bit of a rebirth of baseball.
Napoli, a drive to left. If that's fair, it's way out of here. Goodbye.
That's what we've been missing.
Welcome back, Nap.
That's the kind he was hitting last year when you needed a big hit.
Well, it is September. And Mike Napoli with the blast, his 18th of the year. It's now a 6-4 Mariner lead. And Jennifer King in Rovilla is $1,100 richer. Congratulations, Jennifer.
Fastball up, center of the plate. And I don't know how many balls Knapp hit like that last year, but there are too many to count. I know that. And that's a great sign. Get him back in the lineup. He's already been on base by a hit by pitch. Also had a rope for a base hit. Oh, a long home run just inside the foul pole off the facing of the next deck.
The center field is Profar, and that's right at the center fielder Gutierrez, who makes the catch. Jurickson will make a right turn at first base. He's headed back to the dugout 0 for 3 tonight. Mike Napoli. Ron Washington. Ron, are you glad to have Knapp back in the lineup? So despite getting Profar to fly out, that's going to do it for Jason Vargas. He's throwing 104 pitches, and the last one will be his last of the night. He departs after 5 2/3 innings. Rangers have and Jerry handling that. The Rangers host the Athletics in a 4-game set that starts Monday, September 24th, in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. State Farm brings you a great deal on upper reserve tickets and all-you-can-eat seats. Enter Heritage as the coupon code for September 24th at TexasRangers.com. Sean Kelly on in relief, facing Ian Kinsler with the bases empty here in the 6th inning. Rangers have struck for 3, courtesy of Mike Napoli's 18th home run of the year. Kelly back to Kinsler, and Kinsler pops it up. Shallow right field, going out as Ackley, coming on is Thames. Eric Thames makes the call and the catch, and that will do it. Now the Rangers settle for 3, and Mike Napoli is welcomed back to the lineup in great fashion. We're going to the 7th inning. It's the Mariners 6 and the Rangers 4 on TXA 21. All been about the energy of the 21-year-old Martin Perez. Strikeout, swinging strikeout again. This young man has done a great job. He has allowed very little to the Seattle Mariners.
Well, he's done it with
TXU energy, the right things right now. Sorry, Tom.
Sorry, I know. I'm sorry, Buzz. I didn't know you weren't finished. I was just going to say he's done it with all his pitches too. That last sinker that he struck out Ackley with was a 92-mile-an-hour pitch that just really went down. Had a couple of changeups in there, a slider. Really nice job of using all his pitches. Had quality pitches tonight. Everything's working pretty well for him. Hasn't given up a hit in 3 1/3.
Yeah, and with the exception of that 4-pitch walk that came out of nowhere to Justin Smoke.
I don't know where that came from.
I think that's what Mike Napoli wanted to find out when he went out there too. Franklin Gutierrez leading things off here in the 7th inning. And he's ahead of the count now, 2-1. Gutierrez 1 for 3 tonight. Singled and scored back in the 1st inning. Changeup, and that is just outside. 3 balls and a strike. And Mike Napoli kind of hesitated as he caught that ball, as if to say, what in the world was that? Perez to the wind, the 3-1 pitch on the way. To right field, Cruz got a good jump on it, going back, reaches up and makes the catch. Fully extended over his left shoulder. Cruz able to haul it in and take extra bases away from Gutierrez.
I'm looking forward to a couple of my receivers on my fantasy football teams making plays like that tomorrow. Raiders are getting ready to go into the end zone. That was a beautiful play. He just ran it down right at the wall.
Well, that ball slicing away from him to boot. That was a great jump and outstanding play by Cruz. So 1 away. Here's Kyle Seager. Seager 1 for 3. And he goes after the first pitch and pops it up. Profar, the shortstop, going out into shallow left field, called off by David Murphy. And Murph makes the grab. That's out number 2. Here's that ball that Nelly Cruz chased down.
Yeah, it had to get a pretty good jump. Ball's on his glove side, which makes it a little bit easier. But he had to use all his athletic ability to run that extra base attempt down. 4 innings pitched right now. 47 pitches for Martin Perez. Jason Vargas threw 30 pitches in 1 inning.
Quite a contrast in styles tonight and effectiveness. Jaso fouls off the next pitch, and Perez out in front of the count, 0-2. Jaso has walked twice tonight. Both those times were against the starter, Scott Feldman. Only time he has faced Martin Perez, he flied out to left field. Perez with the 0-2. Check swing. He did not go around. Tim Welke makes that determination.
Tough pitch to lay off of, too. That was a very tempting slider.
The 2-2. Another one. And Jaso not biting. Jaso, a .271 hitter as he stands at the plate.
Whoa.
Pitch got him almost behind him, or was behind him, but it must have clipped his backside as that ball completely getting away from Martin Perez.
Well, got him 0-2 and couldn't put him away with a slider, and then just had a sinker completely get away from him. Well, it clipped the back of his Achilles heel, Achilles tendon.
Well, the hit batter, Jaso at first base now. And Michael Saunders, who is 2 for 3, will step to the plate. Saunders struck out his only plate appearance against Perez. 2 for 3, 3 RBI tonight for the Mariner outfielder.
He had the big hit. He had the 2-run triple. Cutter, inside corner, 0-2 pitch. Drove it down the right field line just past Michael Young on the ground. That was the big hit, that 5-run inning.
Perez with a 1-0. And that's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, Martin Perez now up to 55 pitches, or at least his next one will be 55. He's got Jaso at first base. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And he misses low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Now, important right here that you find a way to come back and shut the Mariners down in this inning. Give the Rangers another opportunity after having scored 3 in the 6th. Swinging 3-0. Ground ball to Kinsler. Thank you very much. Side retired, no runs a hit and no hits and 1 left. Stretch time at 6-4 Seattle. And let's pause now as Chuck Morgan asks the folks to honor America by standing and enjoying God Bless America.
Honor the men and women of our armed services both at home and around the world. Tonight we invite you to join in singing God Bless America with Stacy Dyer.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
21 is brought to you by Sports City Toyota. Go to sportscitytoyota.com. We'll deliver anywhere in Texas. Now we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Elvis Andrews starting things off. It'll be Andrews, Hamilton, and Beltre. Rangers have climbed back to within 6-4 of Seattle, and Sean Kelly misses inside with the second pitch. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Elvis out last time on a marvelous play by the shortstop, Brendan Ryan. Takes that pitch high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Kelly came on to get the final out of the 6th inning after the Rangers had scored 3 times on Mike Napoli's home run. Breaking ball, and that finds the mark to even the count at 2-2. Jason Vargas, the starter, went 5 2/3, gave up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, had 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. And turned it over to a Seattle bullpen that has been very, very good this month. Slow roller out towards short. Quick throw by Ryan on the mark. And Elvis retired, 1 away for Josh Hamilton.
Center fielder Josh Hamilton.
The Seattle bullpen is, in the month of September, 2nd in the American League with an ERA of an even 2 coming into play tonight. 36 innings of work, just 8 earned runs. Hamilton 1 for 2, a first inning double. He also walked and struck out. All the way to the backstop on that pitch, down and in. Kelly back to the plate. And the fastball is very high. It's 2-0. Kelly nods in agreement with Miguel Olivo, the 2-0 pitch.
That's the one to lay off of
Yep.
right there. He wanted to swing at that so bad. 2-0. He's geared up to hit a fastball. Kelly knows it. Throws him a changeup, and Josh used every bit of his strength to hold up from swinging at that, and works a walk.
3-0 pitch is high, ball 4. And the Rangers now have the tying run coming to the plate in the person of Adrian Beltre. And here's the Toyota Trucks on the road American League Baseball scoreboard for you. Boston won better than Toronto this afternoon. Chicago defeated Minnesota 5-3. The Yankees beat Tampa Bay by the same score. Detroit kept pace with the White Sox 5-3 over Cleveland. Final, Kansas City scoring 3 in the bottom of the 9th to defeat the Angels 3-2. And they're in the 4th inning now in Oakland, where the A's have the lead at 5-2 over Baltimore. Save huge on the new 2012 Tundra at your local Toyota dealer. Well, Olivo back out to the mound to talk with Sean Kelly. He issued a 4-pitch walk to Josh Hamilton, and now has fallen behind 1 ball and no strikes to Adrian Beltre. Beltre drew a walk in the 3rd inning. That was sandwiched in between a ground out and a foul pop out. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, and that cuts the corner in half. It's 1-1. Adrian kind of a questioning look back at Paul Schreiber. Licky and Kinney loosening. Of course, Lucas Licky, the left-hander. Beltre, a shot to left field. That's a base hit. And the tying runs are on base with Nelly Cruz coming up. And 1 out in the 7th inning.
Boy, he ripped that ball. He was all over that pitch.
If that ball's up a little bit, he doesn't get that one back. Carl Willis, the pitching coach, making another trip to the mound. Talking with Sean Kelly, Miguel Olivo, and Brandon Ryan, the shortstop. Now, Boss Schreiber going to go out and try and hurry things along a little bit. Rangers now, same number of hits as Seattle, 7 apiece. Seattle, though, had 7 after the first 3 innings. And that has been taken care of by Martin Perez since then.
Yeah, and unfortunately, 5 of their hits came in the 3rd inning.
A 2 on, 1 out. Cruz 2 for 2. Single, double, and sacrifice fly. He's got Hamilton at second, Beltre at first. And Sean Kelly ready to work. From a breaking ball, and Nelly out in front of it, 0-1. Cruz at 257 now after his 2 hits tonight. Trying to get the Rangers closer in this ball game. Ground ball by the dives of both the third baseman and shortstop. Hamilton around third will score. And Nelly Cruz has made this a 1-run game. It's now 6-5 Seattle.
You couldn't have located that ground ball any better. It was about a foot away from both fielders. They might have been able to knock it down and make the bases loaded. Instead, it just barely snuck through, and Rangers pick up a run. Big hit by Nelly Cruz. Looking for another one right here from Michael.
What would you say? There's about a 6-inch window where that can happen. Both of them dive for it.
Well, I thought it was about a foot. Let's see.
Foot?
Might have been 6 inches. That's about 6 inches. Yeah, I think you're about right. Maybe less than 6 inches.
It wasn't very much, whatever it was. Cruz with the RBI is 84th, I should say, of the year. And he represents the go-ahead run at first base. Tying run, Beltre is at second. And here's Michael Young, who takes low for ball 1. Young doubled his last time to the plate. 1 for 3 tonight. Kelly's 1-0 pitch. That's in the dirt. It gets away. Beltre going to third. Cruz to second. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Young, and the Rangers have the go-ahead run at second, the tying run at third.
Well, now if you're Michael, you just want to hit the ball in the air. Get it up in the air. Drive it just like he likes to do to right center field. 1 out. Long fly ball brings a run in.
Well, the infield for Seattle coming in about halfway, if not a little bit in front of halfway. They're going to intentionally walk Michael Young, and that would probably tell you that Lucas Littke is going to come on to face David Murphy. So the intentional pass will put Young aboard to load the bases. 4th one is delivered. David Murphy coming to the plate. And Eric Wedge on the way to the mound. He wants Lucas Littke to come in to face David Murphy with the bases loaded and 1 out in a 1-run game. So the Rangers scored 3 in the 6th. They have scored 1 here in the 7th to cut it to 6-5 Seattle. And they've got the bases full and 1 out, and Ron Washington watching his club come back in this one. We'll be right back on TXA 21. 1, and Martin Perez came on, and he has shut down the Mariners since. He has gone through the 7th inning, allowing no hits and just 2 base runners. Meanwhile, Mike Napoli, in his return to the lineup, a big 6th inning 3-run blast, and that got the Rangers on the comeback trail. That made it 6-4. It is now 6-5. And David Murphy coming to the plate with the bases full and 1 out here in the 7th inning.
Lucas Littke is on the mound. He gives up an opponent's batting average of 179. It was less than that coming into last night's game. But if memory serves me, was it Josh Hamilton that hit the line drive over Figueroa's head, I guess, in right field off him.
Yep. And now it's David Murphy who leads the league, or came in this game leading the league, and hitting against left-handers. And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball for strike 1. You've got Beltre at third, Cruz at second, Young at first. Murphy tonight 0 for 3. He's hit the ball in the air all 3 times. Littke's 0-1. That will even the count.
Littke has done a nice job in these situations. 59 games, 37 innings. But he has walked 21 in 37 innings.
Murphy, a good rip at a fastball, and he fouled it straight back. 1-2 now.
They got to fight up there now. Got to hang in there with 2 strikes. Whatever it takes to put the ball in play.
Beltre singled. Nelly Cruz singled, driving in a run. Michael Young intentionally walked. They are a third, second, and first. Littke ready. The 1-2 pitch. Off the handle to second, I should say. The only play is to first. Beltre scores. We've got a brand new ball game as David Murphy gets the RBI. The Rangers have come all the way back. We are deadlocked at 6.
You know, it doesn't look like much, but in that situation, you've got a left-hander. That's his specialty, coming in to get left-hand hitters. And you're down in the count 1-2. He's got a good slider and a sneaky fastball. You've got to make contact. And he made some contact, just enough contact to get that run in. That's the same as a 400-foot sacrifice fly.
And Eric Wedge now is going to use the intentional walk again. He's going to put Napoli on to load the bases and bring up Jurich and Profar.
Well, the kid has been fairly dramatic in his early and brief big league career. Hit a home run in his first at bat.
Yep,
both base hit to help win a ball game.
Yep, both RBI that he has driven in have been game winners. The Rangers never have trailed after he put them up with that RBI. Well, he's going to have an opportunity here to do it again. Littke finishing up the walk to Napoli. So Knapp, a perfect night in his return. He's going to walk, a hit by pitch, a single, and a 3-run home run. And the Rangers have the bases loaded once again with Jurich and Profar coming up.
What was that, in Tampa Bay, where he had the base hit to
the double
to win the game?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, he doubled right down the first baseline by Carlos Pena.
Yep, that's right.
Now here's Profar, who is 0 for 3 tonight. And David Murphy with the game-tying RBI ground out. Rangers trying to go on top for the first time tonight. Profar to short. They'll go the short way to second for the force out, and that will do it. But the Rangers come up with the tying runs. 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 3. We're going to the 8th inning. The Rangers 6, the Mariners 6 on TXA 21. September the 28th. Rangers will face the Angels that night. The postgame fireworks show will be set to Texas country music and brought to you by SeeTheScrolls.com. For tickets, call 972-RANGERS. Now Tanner Shepard's out of the bullpen now. Takes over for Martin Perez, who is just outstanding tonight. And Tanner Shepard has been pretty outstanding himself of late.
And Martin threw 4 1/3, did not give up a hit. Walked one, hit one, and struck out 5. And he allowed the Rangers the opportunity to come back and score 5 unanswered runs. Now take a tie game into the 8th inning.
And swinging and driving one to center. Justin Smoak, that ball is gone. Shepard got behind, threw a fastball to Smoak, and he drove it out of here for his 15th home run of the year. And Mariners are back on top 7-6.
Well, Justin's hitting 190, but when you get a high fastball, looking fastball all the way, he's got the strength. Swing hard in case you hit it.
Well, the Rangers now falling behind once again. Here's Miguel Olivo. The fastball low and outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Olivo 0 for 3. And he's ahead of the count now, 2-0.
Now, Tanner's done a great job, and anybody can throw a pitch that doesn't go exactly where you want it to go. But at this stage of the game, normally you would have Mike Adams available,
right,
maybe Ogando available. Joe Nathan has pitched a lot. Uehara has pitched a lot. So the key guys late in the ball game have all been used extensively the last 4 or 5 days. So the bullpen really is not set up exactly the way Wash would want it to be right now.
Yoshi Tadayama out there. Olivo fouls the next pitch off to the right, and the count has gone full at 3-2. Shepard with a payoff pitch to right field. Just a few steps to his right. Nelly Cruz camps under it. That is out number 1 as Olivo is retired, and Eric Thames will come to the plate. Thames 1 for 3. A couple of strikeouts, and sandwiched in between was an RBI single. That came in that 5-run Seattle 3rd inning. Ripping a foul back to the screen. It's 0-1. So the hits are even at 8. With Seattle leading 7-6. And Thames, it's a towering pop foul, third base side, going over Beltre and Profar. The ball hits right next to the tarpaulin. Beltre, the closest one to it, but Profar probably had the best angle and couldn't quite get there in time. So that moves the count to 0-2. Call strike 3. 97 on the inside corner. And Thames is gone. Tailing back just to catch enough of the plate. Will allow Paul Schreiber to ring him up.
Thames had 1 hit tonight. It came in the 3rd inning and drove in a run. Other than that, he struck out 3 times.
Well, here's Brendan Ryan, who is grounded out, flied out, and struck out. It's out of play to the right. It is 0-1. Five-year-old Tanner Shepard. Into the wide, the 0-1 pitch. 0-2. And a little bit low with that one. A ball and 2 strikes to Ryan. Back to the screen goes that foul ball. One and 2. Brendan Ryan, a 192 hitter as he faces Sheppers here in the 8th inning. Up the middle, looked like it might have gone off of Tanner Sheppers, or at least the side of the mound, and it got by Kinsler out in the center field. And that ball was a low screamer off the bat of Ryan, and he is aboard with 2 outs, and Dustin Ackley coming up.
Kind of gets skims off the grass and stayed down. He didn't plays it to take a hop and just skimmed and stayed down right underneath his glove. Not an easy chance because it really was hit hard.
And that's a base hit for Brendan Ryan, his first of the night. So he's aboard at first. Dustin Ackley, a solo home run in the 3rd. Other than that, has grounded out twice and struck out. Sheppers, a long hold out of the plate, and he misses the outside corner. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Toss to first to drive Ryan back. Sheppers is ready. That high set. Instead, he goes first base way. Now the 1-0. There goes Ryan. Good jump and a throw that's very high, but really Napoli had no chance to get him. Ryan had about a 4-step jump off of Sheppard. So the stolen base puts Ryan in scoring position. Down at 2 balls and no strikes to Ackley. Ron Washington, as he always does, making some notations on the scorecard to remind him, and he's going to have Ackley intentionally walked to bring up Franklin Gutierrez, or at least the right-handed hitting center fielder's spot in the order. Well, the intentional pass puts runners at first and second, and Gutierrez is coming to the plate. And not before Mike Maddox, though, goes out to the mound. Mike, that familiar pose, right hand on the pitcher's shoulder. Talking to both him and the catcher. Well, that conference is finished, and Tanner Sheppers now will go to work. Mariners have done a good job hitting with runners in scoring position tonight, going 4 out of 5. Check that, 4 out of 6. Gutierrez 1 for 4. Robbed last time of extra bases by Nelly Cruz. Made a fine running catch going into the corner in right field. Brendan Ryan, their runner at second at the bottom of your screen. He is tailed by Dustin Ackley. And a check swing on the big breaking ball. Gutierrez couldn't stop in time. It's 0-1. Shepard can put the brakes on it right here. Don't allow any more damage to be done. Rangers looking forward to having the bottom of the order, or the top of the order, I should say, in the bottom of the 8th inning. 0-1 pitch. Here's a good breaking ball for a called strike. 0-2.
Good curveballs he's dropped in there. Get out of this inning and leave it a 1-run game.
Shepard set. There go the runners. The pitch is a strike, so that's meaningless because Gutierrez has been called out. Beltre and Ryan kind of getting tangled up down there at third. Ryan doesn't know what happened, and that's the end of the inning. So Shepard gets the strikeout. The Mariners do, however, take the lead on the leadoff Justin Smoke home run. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th now. Rangers coming to bat the top of the order, trailing 7-6 on TXA 21. Lions bring the energy. And tonight, kind of bunched up there in the middle of things. Josh Hamilton, a double and a run scored. Adrian Beltre has singled a run scored. Nelly Cruz, a big night, going 3 for 3. And Mike Napoli, welcome back to the lineup. Nap, how about 2 for 2 with a 3-run home run and a single. And as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, Josh Kinney, a right-hander, has come out of the Mariner bullpen to take over.
Kinney's had a nice year. He's got a 1-run lead, and the Rangers have the top of the order coming up.
Well, Kinney becomes the 4th pitcher to be used tonight by Eric Wedge. Ian Kinsler to lead things off. Ian has walked and scored. That came back in the 3rd inning. Other than that, he has hit the ball in the air 3 times and has nothing to show for it. Right-hander Kinney ready into the plate. Fastball missed inside for ball 1. Kinney worked 2/3 of an inning in last night's ball game. Gave up a run. And Kinsler takes on the inside corner. 1-1 the count. Right-hander back to the plate. It is 2-1. Kenny set again. And Kinsler chops it foul on the third base side. Kenny, a well-traveled right-hander, a 33-year-old. Originally came up with the Cardinals back in 2006. Was released by the White Sox after spending 13 games with them last year. And the 2-2 got him swinging. Kinsler fooled on that breaking ball that started inside and came back to the inside corner and just swung over the top.
Yeah, he's fooled by it, and then right at the end he just tries to flick the ball just to make a little contact to extend the at bat, but wasn't able to do it.
One gone. Here's Elvis Andrus as you look at Alexi Ogando getting ready in the Ranger bullpen, and figures that he will pitch the ninth inning. Elvis 0 for 4 tonight. 3 ground balls and a strikeout. 0-1. He's thrown a lot of those breaking balls to start inside to a right-hander and come back to the inside corner. And well, you throw enough of those, somebody's going to turn on one. And he's got a pretty good sinker to go along with it at 90, 91, 92 miles an hour. Kenny okays the sign. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. The appeal down to Mike Everett at first base. And Elvis now the advantage in the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Elvis has asked.
Let's learn that.
Go ahead and ask him.
Learn that from Beltran.
Yeah. He's learned a lot of things from Adrian. There's that breaking ball again that catches the inside part of the plate. And it's 2-2. Right-hander is set. The pitch on the way. Slow roller down the third baseline. This may work. Seager off balance throw, not in time. And the Rangers have the tying run aboard as Elvis beats out a little infield tapper for a single.
Oh, nice play by Seager, who's playing back with 2 strikes. Made it a close play at first base. I thought he was just going to pick the ball up and hang on to it. But he makes a very nice play, but Elvis's speed allowed him to beat it out. Just a little check swing tapper. Could have been a bunt. And watch a nice play by Seager on the dead run with a good throw. But Elvis beat it.
So again, Eric Wedge out to the mound. He wants the left-hander to come on to face Josh Hamilton with the tying run on base and 1 out here in the 8th inning. 7-6 ball game. Mariners on top. We'll be right back on TXA 21. Flashback moments. Last night, Josh Hamilton at the plate. Shashi Iwakuma deals, and we'll see you later. Boy, that thing way out of here, rocking into the upper deck. Josh Hamilton, his 42nd home run of the year. Check out the really big sales event now at your Honda dealer.
Well, Furbush has had a good season. He's been especially tough on left-handers. Left-handers are 11 for 73 against him. That's a 151 average. He's faced 73 hitters. He's struck out 29 of them.
He's asked to come on here to face Josh Hamilton. Elvis Andrus at first, 1 out. Rangers trailing 7-6. Elvis, a little infield single, got aboard that way, and Hamilton comes to the plate. 2 out of 7 in his career against Charlie Furbush. Also had a walk against the left-hander. Furbush, a check of first. And the pitch low and outside for ball 1. Dave Anderson going through a series of signs given to Elvis over at first base. Josh Hamilton at the plate. Elvis, a pretty decent lead at first. Rip and a miss at the breaking ball, and it's 1-1. Big sweeping breaking ball from Furbush.
Well, it's the kind of thing, you make that pitch on the outside corner, a little bit outside to a lefty, fine, but you hang one, then you're in trouble.
Took something off at that time and got Hamilton out in front. It's 1-2.
That's a tough pitch, boy.
Furbush okays the sign. And will go first base with the throw, and Elvis back standing. On Washington, watching Charlie Furbush face Josh Hamilton. Hamilton, the go-ahead run at the plate. Breaking ball is hit in the air to left field. It is playable as Michael Saunders moves toward the line, puts it away, and Elvis, a bluff tag from first, goes back as Saunders gets the ball in. That is out number 2, and Adrian Beltre is the scheduled hitter, and we'll see who he's going to face as Eric Wedge is on his way to the mound again. So for Furbush, just a one-batter appearance. They want the right-hander to come on and face Beltre. And that right-hander looks to be Carter Capps out there, who was throwing. He's making his way on. Their closer in, Tom Wilhelmsen, to face Adrian Beltre with a tying run at first base here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Wilhelmsen having himself quite a year. Now the 28-year-old right-hander to face Adrian Beltre. Beltre 1 for 3 tonight, make that. He's walked, singled, grounded out, and fouled out. Elvis at first base, 2 gone here in the 8th inning. And the breaking ball from Wilhelmsen is in the dirt, and Miguel Olivo now going to go out halfway to the mound and toss a new ball to him. Wilhelmsen, kind of an interesting story. Originally signed by the Brewers, and he left baseball after the 2003 season. He's gone from organized baseball for a couple of years. Showed up in an independent league team as he tosses to first base. In 2009, the Mariners saw him and took a chance on him, and he went all the way from the Arizona League Mariners to their Double-A affiliate in 2010, then made his debut last year with the Seattle Mariners. Beltre pops it up. Right side, Dustin Ackley, the second baseman, camped underneath it, and that will do it. So Wilhelmsen comes on, gets the final out. Rangers strand a runner on a hit. We're going to the 9th inning. Seattle 7, Texas 6 on TXA 21. On hand here tonight, and I don't think many people have left. They're hanging around to see if the Rangers can come back and win this ball game. It's going to have to be a 9th inning comeback tonight. As we go to the top of the 9th inning, Alexi Ogando has come out of the bullpen to take over on the hill for the Rangers. See the numbers for Alexi this year. Ogando to face Kyle Seager to start things off. It's the middle of the Mariner order here in the 9th inning. Seager 1 for 4. Singled and scored in that 5-run outburst the Mariners put together in the 3rd inning. Ogando misses high with a fastball. It's 1-0. Seager's hit in the 3rd, though, did extend his hitting streak. He has now hit safely in 6 straight. He fights off that fastball from Alexi. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Ogando, the fourth pitcher used tonight by Ron Washington. Scott Feldman started, went 2 2/3. Martin Perez came in, did a great job. Went 4 1/3 hitless innings. Tanner Shepard came in and worked an inning, gave up the go-ahead home run to Justin Smoke. And now Ogando, the 28-year-old right-hander from the Dominican Republic. Took something off that breaking ball, got it in, and it's 2-2 now to Seager. Seager spoiling a pitch as Ogando tried to get the back door with that breaking ball.
That's kind of what Ian was trying to do when he struck out. Same kind of a swing. You're fooled by it. You know you're not going to drive it anywhere, but feel like it's going to be a strike if you don't at least foul it off.
Next pitch from Ogando. This ball high and away, and the count has gone full. Seager hitting out of that slightly open stance. Payoff pitch. And he spoils another one. You see Alexei, and as is his custom, he doesn't come inside on guys very often. Especially left-handed hitters. He likes to stay away from them. Another 3-2. Breaking ball hit in the air to right field. Nelly Cruz over to his right in a few steps, and that is out number one. So Alexei went to the slider on 3-2 and got the fly ball. Now John Jaso, the designated hitter, will step in. Good breaking ball. 0-1 the count. Jaso's walked twice, been hit by a pitch. And in his only official at bat tonight, he flied out to left field. Good rip at a fastball, but he's down on the count now, 0-2. Ogando back to the plate. And a little fisted pop-up left field. Profar dives, can't come up with it. And Jaso, little bloop base hit into left field. He is aboard with one out. And Michael Saunders will come up.
Michael Saunders.
Ball off the handle. Nice try by Jurickson. All out dive. Fans appreciate the effort. Kawasaki got a pinch run at first base, it looks like. There's one guy just happy to be here, boy. He sprinted over there. Thanks for putting me in, coach.
Munenori Kawasaki is the pinch runner. Eric Wedge getting that speed off the bench. He's an important run for the Mariners, and it's important that Alexei get Michael Saunders right here. And he goes to work on Kawasaki, who almost got picked off. Ogando pretty quick going to first base. Saunders 2 for 4, but they were two huge hits, both producing runs early in the ballgame. Another snap throw to first. Saunders, the RBI single in the first inning, drove home the first run for Seattle. Then a 2-run triple really capped off the majority of a 5-run third inning. Ogando's first pitch is a little bit low to Saunders. 1 ball, no strikes. Saunders hitting at 252. Kawasaki bluffed a move, and Saunders fouls it off to the left. Kawasaki trying to get a good jump over there, but Ogando's pretty quick to the plate. Kawasaki talking to Mike Brumley, the first base coach, and they're looking over to Jeff Datz over at third. I don't know whether they wanted him to go through the signs again or what exactly they were looking at Jeff for, but
yeah, Kawasaki's only stolen one base.
Good breaking ball. It's 1-2.
1 out of 3.
Maybe he's wondering if he got the signs correct. Or maybe
he's jumping. I got the sign. Yes. He's just happy he saw a sign. So a little push up there. Did you see him? Get his exercise in.
Ogando set. Fastball. That didn't miss by much. Saunders was frozen up there. He couldn't have pulled the trigger had it been a strike. And it's 2-2.
That's definitely a strike. In our book, it is anyway.
Ogando goes first base way again.
Let's go, Kawasaki. Come on. Put you in a pinch run, not to be the show.
Lexi ready. 2-2 pitch. That's low. The count has gone full. So now Kawasaki can take off if Eric Wedge decides to do that on 3-2. 1 out. Saunders jumping out there. I should say Saunders stepping back in as Kawasaki jumps off to a lead. He's on the move. The pitch is low and inside, ball 4. And that puts 2 runners aboard for Justin Smoke. Mike Maddox going to make a trip out there to the mound. Mike Napoli had already gotten there, and Knapp talking to Ogando. Adrian Beltre comes over to join the conversation. We've been trying to get Ogando to work in a few more sliders, get him comfortable throwing that again. He kind of lost the feel for it for a while. I'm not sure in that situation a 3-2 slider to Saunders would be what you wanted to have, but that's what Alexi threw.
Well, he's got a jam to get out of now. Smoke's had a couple of hits. He's had an RBI single in the 3rd, and then a home run. Go ahead run in the ball game, leading off the 8th inning. 2nd pitch from Tanner Scheppers.
2 on, 1 out. Ogando pulling the string a bit on that breaking ball. It is 0-1 as Smoke fouled it down. Mariners about hit the Rangers tonight 10-9. They lead 7-6. Have runners at first and second. Kawasaki at second. Saunders at first. So very good speed on the base paths for Seattle. Ogando okays the sign from Napoli. And the pitch finds the outside corner. So Smoke now down on the count 0-2. About 10% of the time for Justin Smoke, hitting into double plays. Another one of those guys that hits primarily more fly balls than ground balls. There's a line drive to right field. That's good. Base hit. Kawasaki being waved around third. He is going to score as the throw goes into second. And Justin Smoke, with his third RBI of the night, drives in a huge run for Seattle. It's now 8-6, the Mariners.
Smoke has hit the high fastball tonight. Hit a high fastball out over the plate for a home run, and then just rips this high pitch from Ogando. Almost the same pitch, the one he hit for a home run. One for a home run was a little more outside than that. Definitely showing again that high fastball tonight.
So a run in. Smoke now with 3 runs driven in tonight. Well, he and Saunders have gone crazy back to back, and Olivo a swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
20 pitches for Ogando. Been a struggle for him so far tonight.
There's still only 1 out here in this 9th inning. Alexi checking the runners. And Olivo again, a wave and a miss. 0-2. Olivo 0 for 4 tonight. A couple of fly balls and a couple of ground balls. Saunders the runner at second. Smoke at first. Got him swinging.
Oh, a carbon copy. 1, 2, 3.
That is out number 2, and Eric Thames coming up.
Olivo is definitely going to swing. We talked about him. He's only walked 4 times all year. Well, 3 pitches, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, he could swing 3 more times and not touch that pitch in the same spot.
Maybe more than that.
Thames 1 for 4. He had a single and drove in a run in the third. Other than that, he has struck out all 3 times. 1 ball, no strikes. Ogando ready. And the pitch, a rip and a miss, and it's 1-1. Thames has a pretty good history against Ogando as far as at-bats. He's had 9 at-bats. Only had 1 hit. But he hasn't struck out against Alexi. 1-1. Rip and a miss there, and it's 1-2. Now trying to get behind Ogando and get out of this inning, give the Rangers a chance to come back in the bottom of the ninth. A tapper foul. It remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Eric Thames. Saunders the lead away from second. Justin Smoke stepping off his lead from first base. And Ogando now going to have Mike Napoli come out and talk to him.
This will be Alexi's 28th pitch.
And the Rangers starting to get some action in the bullpen in case. And in case would be if Ogando has to throw many more pitches and not get out of the inning. Again, the 1-2 on the way. Got him swinging. Tag applied, that'll do it, but the Mariners come up with a big run on 2 hits. They strand 2. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. Cruz, Young, and Murphy trying to start a comeback as the Rangers trail 8-6. Brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. By AT the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by TXU Energy, the right things right now. Call 866, call TXU today. Well, Nelly Cruz starting off the bottom of the ninth inning against Tom Wilhelmsen. Cruz 3 for 3, and the first pitch up under his elbows for ball one. Cruz 2 singles, a double, and 2 runs driven in tonight. Rip and a miss at that high fastball from Wilhelmsen. And the count is even at 1-1. Wilhelmsen came on and got the final out of the 8th inning. Got Adrian Beltre to pop out. Pitch to Cruz, good breaking ball. It is 1-2.
Wilhelmsen has turned into a good closer. Got a mid-90s fastball. You see a pretty good curveball there.
And the breaking ball, that's hit pretty well to right center, but Gutierrez is playing pretty deep, so he just angles across to make the grab. That's out number 1. First time that Cruz has been retired without driving in a run tonight. 1 away, and here comes Michael Young. Michael 1 for 3. Doubled and scored in the 6th inning. And last in the 7th inning, he was intentionally walked. Oh, and 1 the count. Michael 0 for 5 in his career against the Mariner closer, Tom Wilhelmsen. That breaking ball is a little bit low. It's 1-1. Check swing. Pitch is up and in. 2 balls and a strike. Mariners with 8 runs on 11 hits tonight. Rangers 6 runs on 9 hits. And Young, a broken bat grounder to the right side. Smoke throws it away, and it's into the photographer's bay. Wilhelmsen had gotten over there to cover, and Smoke simply let him pass the bag with a throw, and Wilhelmsen couldn't reach it.
That's one of those plays. It's a simple play for the second baseman. Turns into a more difficult play, especially for a left-hand first baseman who has to turn all the way around and throw to the pitcher. Smoke made the judgment that he had to go for the ball. If he just stayed at first base, it would have been a simple flip from the second baseman and an easy out. Instead, Rangers had the tying run at the plate.
Now that's going to be an error on Justin Smoke, and here's David Murphy, a rip and a foul ball. It is 0-1. Murph with an RBI on a ground out last time, his 55th run driven in. 0 for 4 tonight, but he represents the tying run in this ball game. Michael Young at second with 1 out. And the pitch outside as Wilhelmsen pulled the string. One ball and 1 strike. Murphy, a ground ball to the left side. Ryan can't make a play. His only shot was to see where Young was, and Murphy is aboard with a base hit. Brendan Ryan playing over toward the middle against Murphy and just had no chance to make the transfer in a throw.
Fans with the rally caps on are standing up and cheering. Knapp's got a shot right here. Hasn't gotten Knapp out yet. He's walked intentionally. He's been hit by a pitch. Had a rope for a base hit and a long 3-run homer right down the line.
And the Napoli chant. About 47,000 people strong. First pitch, breaking ball, and that stays inside for ball one. In the 6th inning, Mike Napoli at the plate. Boom. That thing got out of here in no time. 419 feet right down the line.
Mitch Moreland is in the on-deck circle. He's going to hit for profile.
And Napoli skies it to right field. Not very deep. Thames coming on, waiting for it to come down out of the night sky. Puts it away. And that is out number 2. And Mitch Moreland will indeed come on as a pinch hitter. Well, the Rangers down to their final out to work with here tonight. They trail 8-6. The tying runs are aboard. And Mitch Moreland coming on as a pinch hitter. Moreland 1 for 3 in his career against Wilhelmsen. Young at second, Murphy at first, and the pitch to Moreland, ripping a foul ball on that fastball. You know, good pinch hitters. He went up there looking for a heater, got it, and just fouled it back. Moreland 3 out of 15 as a pinch hitter this year. Remember that pinch hit home run, though, he hit in San Francisco out into McCovey's Cove back in June. Breaking ball, that stays outside to him. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Rangers trying to capitalize on the error on Michael Young's ground ball by Justin Smoke. Check swing. The pitch is, the swing is a strike, says Tim Welke. And the count now is a ball and 2 strikes.
Yep, it was.
Yep. Well, Mitch now out of the batter's box, regrouping mentally. And now back in to face Tom Wilhelmsen. The right-hander sets the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Backdoor hook that just did catch the corner. Moreland is caught looking, and the Rangers have lost to the Mariners tonight. The final score 8-6. Well, unfortunately, Mitch Moreland had a perfect pitch thrown to him. Almost.
Yeah, that was almost a strike.
Almost a strike, but Mitch left standing at home plate, and the Mariners now have evened this series at 1 game apiece. We will have a rubber game tomorrow afternoon. And we'll be back to wrap things up here at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. Again, the final 8-6. We'll be right back on TXA 21.